Hits 96.
Hits 96 and Alt 98. Gino D here with you, and we are talking to the one and only Rosa Linn. Rosa, how are you?
I'm great. Hello.
Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and talking with us. I know that you've had quite a year, very, very busy. Congratulations on all of the success for your song, Snap. It is everywhere, including on both our stations, and we're so happy to have it as part of our roster.
Thank you so much. 2022 was, a crazy year, but hopefully 2023 is going to be a better one.
Oh, I think it will be. You're on the right path anyway. Before we get into that, we'll talk about the success of Snap and where that came from and all of that. But I kind of wanted to start at the beginning of your musical journey. Some of our listeners might not know that you are actually from Armenia. So I kind of wanted to talk about how you got your very, very early start. I know you played piano at a very young age and kind of got into that. And then we can go right up into the Eurovision, into now being the global superstar that you are. So start wherever you like. But let's talk about your musical journey just for a moment.
I was born in Armenia. I lived my whole life there. I started making my baby musical steps in my hometown, Vanadzor. It's a small town in Armenia. I started playing piano when I was 6, and I picked up guitar when I was 10. And around then I discovered the beautiful thing called songwriting that helped me find myself at a year, find something that I want to do in my life at a very young age, which I think is very, very important for people, and very so you don't really waste time on other stuff. You're just like, oh, okay, boom, got it, here we go. So I started writing music. I tried to find people to form a band a couple of times. It didn't work out, but in 2019, I was playing with one of my bands that didn't work out at a festival.
Fair.
I got discovered by a Novak Foundation, who's doing my management now. And we started working together. We made Snap together with them. And we did Eurovision last year, 2022. Everyone loved Snap so much, and here we are.
Did you ever believe that though? Because from what I've read, I think you came in, I was a ranking of 20th when it comes to Eurovision, but when it comes to that most recent Eurovision, your song is really the most successful when it comes to numbers streamed and all of the data, as they say. That's pretty impressive. What was your reaction when you first learned all of that?
Well, the 20th place I was very disappointed, because the reaction that we got was a complete, we thought we're going to be top 5 for sure, but no one knew what was coming after it. Right now it's the second most streamed song of Eurovision history.
Wow.
Which is crazy. But I don't know, it just felt so right, and so after all that disappointment, I was like, I knew, because I felt all that time that Snap is a good song, people are going to connect to it, and then bloom, but it just after a month or two, it was just, yeah, I was right, the team was right, we believed in the song, and it happened. And so it's very, very it feels so good. It
must be a miraculous feeling. And you guys kind of switched your game plan a little bit after the Eurovision. You went to TikTok to kind of use that platform in your favor, and like you mentioned, that obviously ended up being the right move.
Yeah, I was doing TikTok before that too. I have a wonderful person who's helping me with all my social media. She's a genius. But you never know how, no one figured out the algorithm, and you never know what's gonna work and what's gonna not work. So we just kept going and going and going, and we used Snap Sound a lot. And then someone from Spain did a sped up version of the song, and then that version went viral, and actually people loved it so much that I was like, why not releasing it actually as a single? So we released we ended up releasing like bajillion versions of Snap because all of them were like going viral and everyone was like, I want this whole song. I'm like, okay, you got it.
Oh, I know, it's a fantastic story. It really is. And there is so many versions out there. In fact, I think just recently you released an Italian version with an artist, right?
Yep. We released Italian version with Alpha.
Mhm.
He's a super talented, super famous Italian singer. And he reached out. He was like, your song is doing great in Italy. I was like, I know, bro. I know, I see that. Thank you. And he's like, I really want to work with you. And you know, we became friends, and he flew over to Armenia for 2 days just to make that version, and we actually ended up writing another song too together. We had a wonderful time, and we released Snap Italian, and it's doing wonderfully great in Italy. And I think not only it was like doing very well on TikTok too. So
It's awesome. No, it's great. And again, congratulations on all your success for that song. And we hope that there's more coming. You said that you enjoy the songwriting process. You're very involved in that. As an artist, how do you go about your songwriting? Is it lyrics first and then the music, or vice versa? I know different artists approach it in different ways.
I think I hear songs and lyrics. Lyrics is also kind of an instrument for me. It's like a musical instrument. So I don't really, I'm a melody person. I never pay attention to the lyrics first, but it's very important though.
Yeah.
And because English is my third language, I can't, that's not my forte. So I create the music and the melodies first, and then when hearing if the, let's say, a chord progression or the track that the producer made was like inspiring, I start seeing like stuff, like I see colors, or like I see pictures. This music makes me see like this, and then I start telling what describing what I see, and from that we start thinking about the concept and the lyric ideas. I feel like that's very helpful, because that's how I help during the lyric process, because like I can go like, oh, blah, la 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 la, right like a Shakespeare, because it's like my third language. But I start just describing, and the wonderful collaborators just like take it like this and be like, okay, blah 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 blah, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And they make it happen for you, and it's work. And I know that you've gone on record to say that you use your songwriting and your music making and even singing as kind of a mental health release. It kind of just gets the stress out of there. It's like almost therapy for you.
Yeah, I mean, I always say when you scream, right, it makes you feel good, right?
Right. Sure.
Screaming makes you feel good. When I sing the high notes, it's actually screaming, but in a beautiful way. So I get to do it. I don't have to go to a forest, or like I don't have to use a pillow to scream. I can just, you know, sing, and that has the same effect. And you know, if we're being serious, when you have something that you need to get out of your head or mind, writing song is like having a conversation with a friend or a therapist.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. And if you listen to the lyrics of Snap, of course, you touch on that a little way. And I know that you really enjoy, and I enjoy reading them as well, the different interpretations of your lyrics when it comes to a song like Snap, because there's so many different ways to take the lyrics, and people are doing that and putting it in their own imaginations, in their own lives. What do you think about that?
I loved seeing, I saw a lot of different like TikTok videos where, I don't know, like someone would make a sad story with the Snap sound, or someone would propose to a girlfriend, or someone would put it on a traveling video. I was like, well, that's actually a sad song, but people some people say that it's uplifting, and some people say that it's heartbreaking. Some people say that it helped them to do something, or it's nostalgic. Like, okay, that's cool. I you know, people just have their own perspective of the song, and it's wonderful that one song that was written about one thing can actually mean a lot more. And I think that's that's why Snap is still like sounding fresh to people who never heard it before, but it's sounding fresh because it doesn't belong to a certain time of like to a certain era, or like it's not about like one specific thing, it's about life in general, and people can connect to it from anywhere in the world, any time of like human history, basically.
Absolutely. As they say, music is the universal language, and your song is no different to that. And I completely agree. People can also check out the music videos that are available on YouTube. You did one for Eurovision, but then you also did another video, which are both fantastic. And we have real exciting news. You're going to be opening up for Ed Sheeran this summer. What is that like? Are you nervous? What's going on there?
There's definitely pressure. But I'm very excited, very, very excited to actually meet Ed Sheeran and just speak with him about life and songwriting and music. But also, I mean, performing in stadiums is my lifetime dream goal. I'm never gonna get tired of it. I can do it every day of my life, 3 times a day, and I'll still want to do it again. So I live for it and I can't wait.
Well, congratulations on that. That is a big deal. Of course, we love Ed on both of our stations, and that is truly miraculous. I keep using that word, but I think it works for you. So congratulations on all the success. Of course, Snap will continue to play that right before. And you did another collaboration with Duncan Lawrence not too long ago. Would Do It Again, which is just fantastic. You guys' voices together are just absolutely beautiful. So congratulations on all of the success that you're having.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's 90.